Welcome, 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 everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We are doing business tonight. I got the men in the house. Who says the brothers can't handle up and handle their business? I got some great guys in tonight, but of course, we're talking about Comcast. You know, we're having that court case this Wednesday, so we're going to attack it from just a few different angles tonight. So I'm excited. I'm not going to be talking long because I got guests. So why would I have guests and I do all the talking? That's not going to work. Of course, you know who I am, Sean Hill. And I'm just excited to be here with you. And we're going to take this thing to where it goes. And you see what I put up there, Comcast hates black people. Let's just call it what it is. Let's not sugarcoat it. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to like, comment, and share this video, tag people in it, because we need to just get this information out. But let me go to my first brother. I'm Amaru. Come on in, brother. I reached out to you today because I saw what you said, and I said I got to get to this, brother. I got to get his testimony online. So come on in, brother. Tell him about yourself.
Yes, is Amaru. I'm calling out of. I'm in West Virginia. I'm from Kentucky. I'm on my way to DC to join in on the protest to Comcast. I'm a business owner myself. I own a construction company, and this right here is so important to me, being that they're taking away one of our oldest civil rights, which allow us to make the playing field inclusive. So me and my girl, we're on our way to go in there and just let it be known that ADOS, we're not going to stand for it. We're not going to sit back and just let y'all just, eviscerate this law without hearing our voice. So we're hoping to get down there at 12. We're going to visit the CBC. We're going to make a lot of noise. Hey, I want them to take the lead like Bobby Rush did and call it breaking up Comcast. That's what really needs to happen.
And brother, you said that you are a business owner. Are you surprised by how quiet a lot of other black business owners are? Because this directly impacts them.
Yeah, it does. I mean, excuse me, it attacks us on the business front, on the employment front, on all fronts. And I'm accrediting the silence by most of, everybody in our community because of the lack of information. I don't think people truly understand the gravity of this situation that we're heading into. And that's why I think, people really ain't voicing it or as mad as we are.
Brother, I think you're right on point. I think when people hear like Supreme Court, it's like, whatever, that don't even impact me. I'm not even worried about that. Blase, blase. I really don't think the average black person understands how impactful this can be to their everyday life. So can you just talk a little bit about that from your, in fact, one of the things I really wanted you to talk about is, did you have Comcast at one point, brother?
Did I have Comcast?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I booked my subscription with them ASAP. As soon as with Byron Allen was back in the Ninth Circuit with Comcast, and then it came with the argument of the I can't think of the law, but it was a law that affected the gay community. Mm-hmm. They they was trying to say that basically it was a First Amendment right not to do business with Byron Allen using the I can't think of the name of that law, but that's why I cut off. I subscribe with Comcast real quick. You say keep on getting my money.
I love it, brother. Yes, sir. I love it. A brother that puts his money where his values are. It's not even about your mouth. You put your money where your values are. And that's what we need. We need more people. That's why I want to bring this brother on so he can so you can hear there are people out here that are really saying, you know what? You're not going to attack my people. You're not going to do this. And I'm going to keep giving you money. It's not going to happen. Not today. So hang in there, brother. Just hold tight. I'm going to go to one of the other brothers because I said I promised I wouldn't keep you guys on here long. I did want to do this video real quickly. This is what I call my little brother in ADOS community. This guy, he always supports me. and I love this brother, and he's just a good dude. Mr. Herbert Lasson, come on in, brother. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. I'm good this evening, and everybody else listening in, good evening to you as well.
Awesome, brother. Hey guys, if you can do me a favor, if you're not speaking, if you could put your phones on mute, I'd appreciate that. But go ahead, Herbert. I posted this, and you jumped in, and you were like, "Man, you got to get me on, brother. I got something I can say." So the floor is yours, brother.
Absolutely. So approximately about a month ago, I was out in Walmart with my father shopping, and there was actually a Comcast representative of selling internet packages, TV packages, so on and so forth. And this was here in South Carolina, where I went to go visit my parents. And nonetheless, so the Comcast representative approached me and asked about, getting switching over to Comcast services, and I said, no, thank you. I have zero regard in subscribing to Comcast, and I have zero respect for them as a company. They're a bad corporate citizen. And so the Comcast representative asked me, well, what was the reason why? And naturally, and I went ahead and stated Byron Allen's case in the Supreme Court that was coming up as pending November 13th. And so he went ahead and tried to deflect a bit, and he goes, well, that doesn't affect you personally. I go, whoa. I said, pump your brakes. I said, no, this does affect me personally, and it will affect me personally. And I said, because I'm an aspiring, I'm an employee as of the moment, but I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, as my father was before me, and his father was before him, and his father was before him. And so this would be being able to do both public and private, whether it be federal or private contracts through the government, city, so on and so forth, and that I would just be out of the question. They wouldn't even look at me, and I said, no, that does affect me, like me. Personally. So it's a big matter to me. I do not want to do business with you and your company because your company is, well, quite frankly, they're scumbags. And I don't do business with people that don't do business in an equitable, reasonable fashion. And that is not a reasonable and equitable fashion in my eyes. And if more people knew about this particular situation going on, they would boycott you, and I'm boycotting you right here, right now, by telling you absolutely no. And my dad sat back. We walked away. He smiled. He said, "Thank you, son." He goes, "I appreciate that. I've been looking in the news, and if more of us would be aware of the things that are going on in our daily lives, because you practice politics every day, you just don't give yourself enough credit for it. Then there would be more that we could change." So for those of you that are listening, you guys got to start practicing a code, and a code works every single time you use it. It will work every single time you use it. So just remember that, and but you got to study, and you got to study your opponent because they're studying you, and they're going to play you like a fiddle. You got to play them back. You got to counterattack on them. So and the best way that you can do that is you can hit them in their pocket. People generally get an idea when you go after them in their pocket. Promise you that.
I love it, brother. I love it. And you were right on point. In fact, I was reading this article before I jumped on, live, and it's about this sister. She was going into a bank, right? And she was just a business owner trying to get a loan. And she was saying, she had dressed the part. Right, so she dressed the part. She had all her documents together. Everything was just perfect. Respectability, politics. And I'm not saying that about her. I'm just saying, sometimes like, oh yeah, if y'all just do the right thing, if you just do it the right way, hey, everything's gonna be okay. Well, she had all that good. I mean, just everything good. But she came in. She had her documents. All of a sudden, the loan officers really start grilling her, like, "Oh, how'd you get this information? Or what are you doing like this?" Da 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 da. This is like, look, I just put this together like a normal business person, right? And so then they even threatened to call the cops on this woman. I mean, she's trying to open up a business account, not just even a regular account. She's trying to do business, do commerce, do what people say. Well, if you're just on your own, everything gonna be all right. And see, she's trying to do that, but all of a sudden now she's getting pushback. So she's actually using this law to bring a case against that bank. And so that's why I'm saying we made, Byron Allen, he's a multi-millionaire, probably a billionaire. How does that impact me? It does impact you because this, and I'm gonna bring my brother Anthony on in a little bit because I'm not a lawyer and I don't play one on Facebook or TV. So that ain't what I do. But understand the difference is what Comcast is wanting to do is called the but-for principle. In other words, but for the fact that you're black, that's the only way you could win a case against us. And that standard is so high, it cannot be met. You would almost have to have a video in a boardroom where people are saying, yeah, the only reason we really doing this is because people are black. So that standard is so high, you couldn't meet it. And so that's why we want to go back to the motivating factor standard, which is in now, which means if racism is a motivating factor, you win. And this all came from 1866. We have to go way back. And I'm not going to do a lot of study, a lot of comment on it, but it was implemented in 1866 to protect, guess what, newly freed slaves, because they knew, look, all white businesses had to do was just shut them out. Just don't do business with them. And then, wait, guess what? Now we got them impoverished. They're not going to be able to do business. Hey, we got them. So this was, I don't know what was going on. The Civil War just ended, so maybe they was caught up in a moment. And so they actually did something just for us to protect us. And now, all these years later, as these rights keep getting rolled back, now we're facing it. So anyway, hold on, brother. Stay right there. Anthony, my brother, come on in. Share with the audience what you have to share, brother.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Okay. I'm in the legal field, I'm a paralegal, which, we do the research for the attorneys. They get the glory, we do the research. But, yeah, I have a strong civil rights background. I worked for the Justice Department. I worked in, fair housing discrimination cases. And I just always tell people I was born having a civil rights background because my mother, she was one of the ones who, she was like I would say a modern day Harriet Tubman. She was like always one, fighting against injustices of our people. Now, as you were saying, the law that we're pertaining to the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which makes it you can't discriminate based on race and enforcing contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And Byron Allen, he's been petitioning Comcast for years to carry his channel, and even up to excuse me, my notes I wrote down. Okay, in 2015, he sued them and also Time Warner, and that case was dismissed. But then the U.S. Court of Appeals picked it up and reversed the ruling of the lower court, saying that Byron Allen and Entertainment Corporation only had to allege race was a motivating factor under Section 1981 of the Civil Rights Act of 1866. So, and this is what the other brother says. Yeah, I used to be a Comcast subscriber, going back to even when I lived in Philadelphia. I just recently canceled my Comcast in March. But I just got tired of. Unfortunately, I didn't know about the Byron Allen until like maybe during the summer. In March, when I canceled it in March, I was just fed up with the sloppy service and everything, and because I was just like, they'll cut you off in a minute. And I just got tired of being put on hold, calling for work to deal with a Comcast bill, and I just said enough's enough. So what I do now is I just make deal with Roku and Netflix. Because I laugh at work. People say, "John, did you buy such?" Like, no, my TV watch has gone down. I'm actually able to study more, be in tune to what's happening in the world by not watching television. But I strongly feel this is the case that every black person should get behind. Because it grieves me when I hear some black people say, "Oh, that's just an isolated case," or "that doesn't affect me." Or Now, I'm not against entrepreneurship and making money. I mean,
Right.
hey, I'm in a groups that Sean's in.
Right.
But my thing is, don't make money the ultimate goal. You know, I mean, it's true. I don't want black people to be in poverty, but don't think money is going to cure everything. It's not. I mean, you're still going to be judged, whether you can make $9 million a year. If you walk down the street, I mean, we all know about profiling, so I don't have to go into that. But this is a case. This is a case every black person should be in. Sean knows I've been almost like every other day. I've been posting something about.
Yes.
And I've been doing it for the past month. Now, unfortunately, I mean, I work in the D.C. area. I won't be able to be at the oral argument, but I'm going to be on the Supreme Court. They have a website where you can hear the actual oral argument. I will be in my office, put the headphones on and listening to the oral argument.
All right. And now, can you tell us a little bit about it? I don't know how much of of the legal part of it. Will anything be decided Wednesday, or is this just kind of like the opening piece, and really their decision will be kind of months later?
Well, yeah. But what if it's like I've been to attend a couple of Supreme Court cases. You know, each side has like an hour to present an oral argument, justifying why one party gives their facts on why they're bringing suit, then the other party gives their rebuttal on why it should be meritless. So all 9 justices hear it. Now it's normally an hour each side, but always times I've been there, you may not get the full hour because the justices are going to interrupt you with questions, rapid fire back and forth. So, and when that red light goes off, you got to finish talking. And once they decide, once the case is held, that they go back, they read transcripts, we go over the court history, and Supreme Court term usually ends in, I think it's July. So they try cases that they hear, they try to have decisions by the summer. So you may not have this decision till June at the earliest. I mean, if I know they won't have it decided by Christmas. That'll be too soon. But I'm kind of concerned with, as you know, with our present president, with a lot of conservatives who's putting on the bench. So I'm kind of, I don't want to say scared of what the world is going to be, but I'm not, I'm not giving an opinion right now because I don't know. I mean, how it could go.
You know what? You segued into something that's really kind of ironic, because Trump and his whole crew don't like Comcast. I mean, they always come at each other. It's like, oh no, y'all terrible, and Comcast is like, oh no, you like the devil. But it's amazing how, when it comes to black people, white supremacy can get on code. I just find this amazing that the one thing that you find in common that you both can agree on is that we agree that we want to put this down. White supremacy can get on code when they need to, man. But anyway, fellas, I told y'all I wasn't gonna keep too long. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go to my first brother, Amaru. What kind of are your last words that you want to say, or anything like that? I'm gonna go to you, brother.
All right, peace, brother. I appreciate that. It was good hearing everybody on the call and everybody that's listening. The last thing I would like to say, if there's the last word I like to give, is that we got to understand that this right here, this law, 1866, section 1981, if we lose this, then of course they're going to be able to shut us out, shut us down in every aspect of our life. This is so important. And it's so important for us to get out there, everyday common folks, to get out there, get out in front of it. I mean, even though, we got just a couple of days before the justice is able to make it or listen to the oral arguments, we got to get out in front of it. We got to push on CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus. We say, call them up, say, hey, why aren't y'all doing Bobby Lee Rush and calling for the breakup of Comcast? Not only do we cancel our subscriptions, we also want to take it further. We also want to break them up, because the big conglomerate that it is, it shows that it's not a good corporate citizen. If I can add one more thing in, Byron Allen spoke to the Obama administration and told them forthright that these people are not good corporate citizens. And we can see that today. We can see it going in today that these people don't care anything about any of our rights. It's all about corporate greed. So we got to push Black folks, ADOS especially. This right here, the Freedmen's Bureau, our first civil rights. We got to get out in front of this, and we got to make our concerns heard.
I love it, brother. I love it. Thank you for your words. All right, my little brother, Herbert, come on in, brother. What's your last words on it?
Absolutely. So, as all the callers have said, so look, you guys need to read the Constitution, specifically the 14th Amendment. This is in violation of our 14th Amendment rights. I don't think everybody understands how serious this is. This is in violation, in direct violation of the 14th Amendment. And, this is very important. Very, very, very important. And if I can break out my pocket Constitution, if I can find it, actually, there it is. So, it's right here for me to read. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this real quick. And I've already bookmarked this. All right. So you got the 14th Amendment. Very, very, very important. And within the 14th Amendment, excuse me, there is a section within here that, excuse me, that says Section 1, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction, therefore, are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge these privileges. Now, these privileges are immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any property state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of the law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection under the laws. Okay, that's just Section 1. Now, there's a total of I believe 5 sections in here. Now you don't have to read more of them to gain a better understanding, but that at least will give you a good template that you can go off of. Well, look, these people are brazenly trying to violate our rights, our amended rights that our ancestors fought for. We're the progeny of our ancestors, and it shouldn't even be like this. It ought not to be like this, but you got to fight to maintain your freedom. Do you know?
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I appreciate you, man. Mr. Anthony, come on in, brother. What are your wrap up? What's your last words?
I just say that as we all shared, we have to get our people more educated what's going on, know what their rights are. Stop acting like, it's isolated incidents doesn't affect me. Anything that affects one affects everybody. Mm-hmm.
There it is. There it is. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, there it is, brother. And like I said, come on, family. We got to rally around. We got to get out all our other brothers and sisters. We got to get them motivated. Call Comcast, cancel Comcast, all that good stuff. Call the Congressional Black Cowards, call the CBC, ask them, let's put them on the hot spot, because we got to make this happen. We got to, Wednesday is going to be a great time to have this discussion and put it on Front Street. Even like my brother said, the decision won't be Wednesday. So I'm glad you said that, bro. I don't want anybody to think this is like Perry Mason, right? You're not going to just go to court and all of a sudden we're going to have like just this incredible moment and somebody that's not what's going to happen, right? That's not what's going to happen. But what we can do is use this moment as an important moment for us to rally around and send a message. That's what this is about. We have to send messages to people that if they want to come against us, there's going to be a price to pay, and they're going to have to pay it in full. So we can't have this anymore. Anyway, fam. All right, I am out here. I appreciate everybody. We are about to jump off. You know what you do: like, comment, and share this show. With that being said, I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you around.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
ADOS.